Hey, how's it going?
Howdy.
I love this game. I'm very excited that you're playing this. So congratulations on beating the worst little side mission ever, by the way.
Yeah, this game is kind of hard. It's a little difficult, you know?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, did you get to the level where you have to roll the big watermelon down the hill?
No, we're not doing that right away. We're only doing up to 7 stars in every map because that's how you get to the game's end as quickly as possible. And that's the 8th one for that place. We'll probably do 120 shine sprites at some point, so we'll get to that.
Nice. Okay, yeah, the watermelon one is the worst level in this entire game.
It's horrible.
Oh God, I just replayed this because I bought the little anniversary collection on Nintendo Switch, and I forgot how bad that watermelon level was. I remember raging at it as a kid too.
This game is kind of weird compared to the other 3D Mario games, isn't it?
It is. It totally is. It's super fun. It's original, but holy shit, it is really fucking hard. I feel like I was better at it as a kid than I am as an adult. But I mean, it's still enjoyable. But it is weird for sure.
It is kind of a post-hoc thing, too, because, I can think that I was better at it as a kid, but I've been playing it for 6 hours and I've nearly finished the game. I know I couldn't have done that as a kid. It's probably just
true.
that we didn't pay as much attention to how much time we were spending on it back in the day.
Yeah, that's true. I wanted to ask you, do you have a hot take on The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword? Different system, but I wanted to get your take on this because apparently it's super controversial. The game
actually,
itself.
it's the one Zelda game I never played, so I don't know.
Oh.
I will say, though, that what I've seen of it, watching people play it for speedruns, charities, it looks kind of derivative compared to the other Zelda games, you know? Does that make sense?
No, I think it does. I feel like it's really fun, but the motion controls are absolutely horrible. But at the same time, it kind of makes it fun. It's contradictory, but it's such a weird game. But overall, I like it, and I didn't realize how controversial it was until it was just re-released.
Yeah, the thing that I really didn't like about it, just visually, I guess, I didn't like the aesthetic at all. Because on the GameCube generation, right? They released 2 Zelda games. They released Wind Waker, a time-honored classic, a legend that people still love today, aesthetically very unique. And they released Twilight Princess, the edgy, grimdark one that honestly has some elements that hold up really well today. I love both of those games. But then when I see Skyward Sword, it just looks like some just regular JRPG studio took hold of everything, and it's just wow, anime Sky Kingdom. I don't know, it just doesn't hit me like that.
Yeah, it's better with the HD graphics. I played it when it first came out on the Wii, and it really was painful to look at, but now it is improved, but it is a lot more boring in comparison with Wind Waker and Twilight Princess and whatnot. But yeah, if you ever play, I'm curious to know your thoughts because it's such a divisive game for Zelda nerds. But I thought it was okay. I thought it was worth playing. I'm excited to watch you play Metroid Prime. I never finished Metroid Prime or any of the other 2, but I did like it. I think I got close to the end, maybe 80% complete, but then I just got stuck on one level, and by the time I came back, I forgot how to play the entire game, so I gave up.
I've had that happen to me. I know that feeling.
Yep, yeah. So I'll live vicariously through you. I've been wanting to rehook up my GameCube, and this is gonna encourage me to do that. Although I will say that my copy of Metroid Prime, I lent it out to my nephew, and he never returned it. And I looked up to buy a used copy. Those fuckers are insanely expensive now.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's a shame that we're limited exclusively to playing it through legally acquired methods.
Right. It makes me so upset to think about that. If they remade this game and they put Metroid Prime and the other 2 on a disc, that shit would sell a bajillion copies. I feel like Nintendo needs to do that because I would be down.
Yeah, Nintendo needs to be more shameless with the re-releases, for sure. Especially since the HD remasters of old games can make such a big difference, you know? Like what they did with Wind Waker. The Wind Waker remaster. Oh my god! Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that. Hopefully they touch on it more in the future. Oh, by the way, have you ever played Hollow Knight?
No, I need to play that though. I've heard so much good things about it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you have. The thing that makes Hollow Knight so special to me, apart from it being perfect in literally every way, is the fact that what you described, what you just described with Metroid Prime, how you got stuck on one level and lost interest and forgot how to play the whole game, that's a common issue with Metroid games, where eventually you reach a point where, like, there's some destructible piece of wall somewhere on the map you have to shoot, but the map is huge and you have no idea, and the game doesn't tell you, and you just spend hours running around trying all of your beam weapons on every, like, crack and, you know, everything.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Yeah. Hollow Knight's built to not have that happen. Every major element of the game has multiple avenues of entry, so it never really that never happened to me when playing the game. It seems to have commonly not happened to people.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to check it out. I bought it on Steam like a long time ago. I just never played it. But I was like, before I played the Souls series, I bought like 2 platformers. The other one I think was like Ori and the Blind Forest. It was between like that or Hollow Knight, and I ended up going with Ori. But now that I've played like all of the Souls games, I really, really need to play Hollow Knight because I'm hearing it's basically like a 2D version of Dark Souls. Yeah, that sounds incredible.
There's a lot of stuff in Hollow Knight that's definitely heavily inspired by Dark Souls. The whole save mechanic is basically the same, right along the point where you like leave your souls where you died and stuff like that. But it's really just like a sublimely good game in its own right.
Nice.
No matter how you look at it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. On the subject of Metroid, by the way, are you gonna pick up the new Metroid game coming out in October? Metroid Dread, I think.
I hate that it's 2D, but yeah, I will. I really want a new Metroid Prime. The Metroid Prime games are so amazing, but I probably will,
yeah. The 2D games are so fucking hard. Like, I remember playing those on the Game Boy Advance. I think it was Metroid Fusion. It was one of the 2. And that kicked my ass. Like, I had to buy the strategy guide, and I felt ashamed doing it because I felt so defeated. But that fucking game is so difficult, but it was fun, though.
Oh, yeah. No, well, I remember the old Metroid games that I played. Yeah, they definitely are about as tight and consistent of their genre that you're going to find. I think we're actually on the final level now, guys. It's time.
Oh, shit. Okay. That final level is pretty tricky.
Yeah, we'll see how many tries it takes me to get through Corona Mountain, I guess. We'll see.
It's all flooded, so yeah, you're at the end there. Not too bad. How long have you been going? 6 hours?
It's been 6 hours and 46 minutes thus far. I'm feeling pretty good, though. Since I started taking Adderall, my energy levels have been up. So I'm hoping I can really get past the 24-hour mark. Maybe get to, like, 30? That'd be pretty crazy.
That is fucking insane. The fact that you're streaming for 6 hours and you have this much energy is truly remarkable. Like, I think I said this last time when I talked to you as well, when you were, I like called in a lot later, so you were streaming for like 12, 15 hours. Like, I can't even do a 2-hour stream. Like, doing Dystopian Times, like those 2-hour panels, by the end of the panel, I feel like I just ran a marathon. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me, but kudos to you. That shit is, I don't know what it is. It's so tiring.
Oh, you're very valid. Don't worry. Doing debate panels is exhausting, or any kind of panel. Interacting with people is exhausting. Playing video games, I mean, especially video games I have nostalgia for and beat when I was a kid, there's nothing better.
That's true. That is true. Because, you know, you kind of can veg out a little bit at least. You know, the other levels are going to be, or the like end levels are going to be harder, but yeah, at least you get to kind of relax. But still, that's a lot. Good for you for doing this. And I'm like amazed how much you guys have raised already. Like, your community kicks ass. Like, shout out to everyone. Like, you guys are crushing it.
I agree. Those guys are really crushing it. They're doing the real work. I get to play video games throughout all this. I'm very proud of my community, and I hope that I can continue to do stuff like this in the future. Sure.
Yeah, this is awesome. For sure. Planned Parenthood is like excellent too. Like, I'm glad that people are actually supporting them. I was a little bit worried that leftists might be like anti-Planned Parenthood, and there's some reasons, like politically, to like be a little bit frustrated with them. But I mean, overall, their services are literally just life-saving. And until we have Medicare for all, like, we need Planned Parenthood.
For sure. And the thing that makes it so special to attend as well is that if you go to a Planned Parenthood, you're not going to be talking to some bored receptionist in there. The people who work at Planned Parenthood are, to a person, like, super passionate about what they're doing. Every experience I've had with Planned Parenthood and every experience I've ever heard of another person with Planned Parenthood, yeah, they're all activists. Like, everyone who works there, they're, like, politically invested in what they're doing.
Oh yeah, yeah. When I went there like as a really, really young man to get like this STD testing and stuff like that. And they gave me like hugs. They were like the lady who I was talking to, she was like so sweet and supportive. I had just like come out to my family and was like emotionally drained. And so I kind of just like used her as my therapist because I didn't have health insurance. And they're just like so sweet. Like I loved it.
Yeah, they really are. I'm sure some of them suck, but holistically, I think they're pretty amazing.
Overall,
the math is trending in their favor. So hopefully, in addition to the actual funds raised, all this can encourage the no doubt thousands of people in my audience who could benefit from a visit to Planned Parenthood to actually go ahead and give them a look. You know?
Yeah, for sure. I don't think that people realize all of the things that they provide. Like, they kind of have this reputation of you go there to get abortions, but that's like, honestly, isn't that like a fraction of what they do?
Yeah.
Like, most of it is just like reproductive health, STD testing. I believe they even do like exams for cancer, like mammograms, I want to say. I'm not 100% sure on that, but they do a lot of stuff and people don't even know it.
Yeah, I think it to an extent, it's like a right-wing smear. By exclusively associating them with abortion, they turn into like this shameful place. And if you're seen going there, then it reflects poorly on you. But I mean, in reality, they do a ton of stuff. Not to toot my own horn, I actually just got through the lava boat section first try. I'm actually just about to finish the game.
What? Oh yeah. I was kind of watching you. You were just like, you were rolling through. That's impressive. So when I just replayed this like last year, this section, I swear to God, took me so fucking long. And this section that you're going to, like the cloud section, I had to retry this, like no joke, probably 20 times.
Well, you kept me calm. That's what matters. I was tilting hardcore at the Pinata Village level earlier, and so I died 40 times in a row. But now we're vibing at the moment.
Yeah, you know what? I watched a little bit earlier when you were in the Pinata Village, when you were trying to do, where there was lava everywhere and you lose your flood. That gave me some PTSD. I'm not gonna lie. And then I saw like the chat saying, "Hey, you gotta jump. You can go through the tree." I'm like, "No, you can't. I tried that shit. You cannot do that."
Fucking hurts. God, I don't know how I got through that shit as a kid. I'm probably going to concentrate in the last level because there's a cutscene with dialogue and stuff like that. I really appreciate you coming on. Absolutely.
Yeah, you take care. You are going to crush it, so you don't need my luck, but good luck anyways. And yeah, have fun, man. Thank you so much for doing this again. I really appreciate the invite, too.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. Anytime, man. I hope you have a wonderful day.